to make money and to make a way for himself. You wouldn't have had this opportunity had I not pushed my pen. Him, his mother, and his sister called me a lazy bitch because I was pursuing my rap career.
You obviously did the right thing.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
The pain for prostitutes.
No, I'm not going.
Because I was gonna move from it, and I wanted to. Was he charging it?
I was watching the Nicki Minaj Funk Flex interview. Anyway, so I forgot how I said I wanted to start this. Ariana Grande got a new album, and I just want to say I've been following Ariana Grande since she was on Victorious. I love her so much. I think she's the cutest little thing, and she was funny on that show. She had the really bright red hair. I didn't know that she came from, you know, the musical background, the whole Broadway thing. I didn't know anything about her. I just knew her as the cute little girl on Nickelodeon, and I would watch that show because I have a little brother and I used to live with him, and he would watch it, and I would look at it over his shoulder until I eventually started watching it, you know, regularly with him, because I was like, this show is kind of cute. And I noticed particularly Ariana Grande because she was so silly and she had the soft voice, and she was like kind of like the dumb character on the show. She was like the Britney from Glee, like that always, like that ditzy character. She was just really cute and sweet. Like that's just what she is. She's just cute and sweet, and she had the bright red hair, and I just loved her. She's just little Ari. And then she's doing the music thing, and I hear this amazing voice, and she's just this little person. And I would call her Baby Mariah because she sounded like Mariah Carey, and I'm not the only one who compared her to her. So, and then moving forward, she had the Yours Truly record, which I still love till this day. It's still my favorite album of hers. I know people always talk about the My Everything album because that's when she gained her fan base more outside of the Nickelodeon fan base because of the big hits that she had on there. Even though I think that album is fine, I still didn't love it as much as Yours Truly. And then she put out Dangerous Woman, and she has this whole different image of a dangerous woman, and I'm just like, but I still see you as this little kid. So I mean, you may be singing about grown-up things and you may be a grown-up, but you still look, you know, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. And I still didn't really fuck with Dangerous Woman that much. I think I only like maybe 2 songs on there, or maybe just 1 song. Let me wait for this noise. Okay, yeah, so the Dangerous Woman album really wasn't it for me. But then again, I didn't really listen to the whole thing through. So to be honest, this is the first time I'm listening to Ariana Grande, a whole album of hers, since Yours Truly. I didn't listen to the last 2 thoroughly. I only listened to the singles. So to be fair, I can't really judge. I mean, I did listen to My Everything. That's not true. It's really just Dangerous Woman that I didn't listen to all the way through. But we're gonna be getting into this Sweetener because, like I said in the beginning of this video, she was always sweet and little Ariana Grande, and her name in her album Sweetener just makes me feel like she's gonna go back to that persona from her first album, where it was all like the Moonlight songs and the very just sweet, dulce. I don't know how else to describe her. She's just sweet little Ari. I don't have high or low expectations for this. I expect vocals. I know the vocals are gonna be off the chain, and that's not what I'm worried about. I'm more so worried about the song structure and the album structure. This has been a very long intro. I just want to say lastly that anything positive that I hear about a relationship on this album, I'm gonna assume is about Pete, and anything negative I hear on this album as far as relationship goes, I'm gonna assume is about Mac. The first track is Raindrops and Angel Cried. This already makes me feel like it's gonna be like a Brandy type track. Remember Brandy?
Down from the sky, she cried.
Okay, so that was a very short track. It was just like a little interlude, little small intro. Like, get ready for these vocals. That was really fascinating. It was all a cappella. All this tells me is that this album is gonna be sad. The album starts and you're crying. Track is Blazed featuring Pharrell Williams. I'm gonna like this. Nicki Minaj had a song called Blazed featuring Kanye on her first album. If I don't like this, it's a problem. If Pharrell's featured, that means Pharrell produced it. Yep. Pharrell produced it. I wasn't feeling that at all, not one bit. Very, very weak track. That was surprising. Pharrell didn't even save it for me, unfortunately. I thought maybe he would once his verse started, but yeah, I'm not feeling that one. Right, so far I'm not blown away. Hopefully Nicki can change the vibe. Right now I'm thinking it's supposed to be poppy. I mean, obviously, but I'm not feeling it. Next track is The Light Is Coming featuring Nicki Minaj. Nicki and Ari has become like a duo.
Be wife out, you won me. Until you had to find out it's one me. Call up my side guy. You can't let the F-boy F up my nice ride. Yo, Ariana, come let me get you a high five.
Hey, hey, hey.
The light is coming to give back everything, to give back everything the darkness stole.
This is another Neptune's
The
beat.
light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole.
This is much better.
You don't even need dreams to bless you. Don't sleep, gotta break that shit down. Tell me blow it on, blow it on. As if it was shady, you would just throw it on.
It's getting old.
It's like
It's getting weak quick. It's getting weak. It's getting weak.
No, to give back everything the darkness stole. The light is coming to
What
give
is
back
that voice in the background?
the light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole.
The beat is larger than the vocals. Lyrics are just weak. Not that she doesn't sound good. She can sing. That's not what I'm saying. It's just the lyrics are weak. This is boring. I feel terrible saying that. It's boring. Oh my god, that was excruciating. That got weak fast. It started out great with Nicki's verse, and the beat is amazing, but the song as a whole, just boring. Yikes. I thought I was gonna like this. Next track, REM. Don't know what that stands for. I don't care. This sounds like another Pharrell beat. Okay, okay. Much better. Okay. Alright, let's go. Hey.
I don't wanna wake up.
Sound like Pharrell all over.
Such a dream.
And
I can't believe. It's a conversation that nobody but I do. But you another picture, I can cut you what I try to. But I just wanna stand in there. I would never tell you to yourself. That's real. I wanna wake up. Cause you're such a dream. You can believe. I know, you know how to treat it. You know how to eat it. You know how to beat it.
We aren't hearing her talking about eating anything.
Turn those single people into a couple. What if I know you're gonna keep it?
Dope beat. Really dope beat. Really dope songs. So the album finally has awoken. It has arisen. REM is the really first highlight. And I looked up the notes, and it's because Pharrell both wrote and produced that song. She should have had him do the whole album, writing and producing. Next track, God Is a Woman. Whoever said God wasn't Ari?
I don't wanna waste no time, yeah. You ain't gotta be late.
Her vocals sound more mature on this track. More sensual.
When you try to look at me, keep on flirting.
Like this sounds like a Rihanna song.
If you might get blessed. See if your destiny is
She should have really just stayed there with the choir at the end a little bit longer. Other than that, I fucks with this. But yeah, she should have stayed there. Just let that simmer. That choir at the end, that was dope. Next track is the title track, Sweetener.
Everything tastes like it is so. I'm born the sweetener, you how to bring the bitter taste to home. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, flip it, flip it, flip it. You make me say, oh, twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it, mix it.
I see that most of this album is produced by Pharrell. I hear him in the background. I don't know if he's doing that on purpose. Like, I hear you, Pharrell. He giving Ariana Grande a bunch of head bopping ass music, head nodding music. Is it weird that this song makes me want to bake a cake? She's talking about licking bowls and stuff. Mommy still lick the spoon and yeah. I like this track.
It's like it is so.
I don't know why Ariana Grande's voice just makes me think of Christmas. Like, she just has a Christmassy voice. It must be because of like the Mariah thing. I love Pharrell's ad-libs in the back. Like, he sounds like those Migos songs where there's a random person going, that's what Pharrell is doing. I like it. It's just such a sweet, it just made Christmas made me think of gingerbread cookies.
Hit it and flip it.
Ariana Grande gotta be the only person in the world to make a sex song sound like a Christmas song. This song is about fucking. It's about sex, but she's making it sound like it's about baking. Flip it, flip it, flip it, lick it, lick it, lick it. Twist it, twist it, twist it, kiss it, kiss it, kiss it. It's about sex, but it sounds like she's baking. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Come on, Ari, come on. That's crazy.
You said she like me. I smile. I know. It's like it is so.
Doesn't that sound like Christmas? I'm the only one to hear that.
Hit it, hit it, flip it, flip it, flip it. You make me say, oh.
Are y'all having sex or making pancakes? I can hear this song playing in Macy's on Harold Square, 34th Street, in the middle of December. Oh my God, this song is so great. It's so cute. Every single thing about that song was amazing. From the vocals to the lyricism to the double entendre, mixing it with cooking, baking, and sexing. And Pharrell's amazing ad-libs in the back. Dope beat, everything. Just, it put me in a feeling. It put me in a mood. It put me in a Christmassy mood. Like I'm ready for fall with that track. Next track, Successful. Is that a good title for a song? Successful. Another Pharrell track. I could just know. I know it is. I don't have to look that up. Pharrell produced this. This sounds like a 90s Mariah Carey song. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying. Like Forever 21 is gonna be playing this. I wonder if musicians ever think about that when they're making songs. Like, what realm is this for? Is this for the car? Is this for the club? Is this for Forever 21? This is for Forever 21. But I fuck with Successful. I'm not gonna act like I don't. Next track, Every Time. My favorite Britney Spears song is called Every Time. So, I mean, I'm gonna be thinking about that when I'm listening to this.
You get tired of my control. People blank stares when you're not there.
Blank stares.
Back to you, 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 back to you.
Back to who?
Back to you, back to you.
Every time.
When I need a head case, 'cause I can't. You get high and come. Back to you, back to you, back to you, back to you.
breathing, but there's no G, so it's not breathing. It's breathing. Breathing.
I look up and the whole room's spinning. You take my can't keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. Breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. Sometimes it's hard to find. No, I keep breathing and breathing.
So, Breathin' is another track that I am not feeling. I'm actually getting disappointed now. Once again, it's just not a track for me. It's another track not for me. It's for young people. It's for the youth to do this at their little sweet 16 parties, for them to jump around and do this in their demi shorts. It's for them, and that's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's just, you can't act grown and then do kid shit. I don't know. Next track is No Tears Left to Cry.
I wanna be like all the time. I'm picking it up, picking it up. I'm loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up, picking it up, picking it up. Loving, I'm living, so we turn it up. Yeah, we turn it up.
Oh, hey.
Ain't got no time, we vibing. Even when it's raining, can't stop. Can't stop, so shut your mouth. Yeah. And if you don't know, then I'm picking it up, picking it up. I'm living, I'm picking it up, picking it up, picking it up. Loving, I'm living, so we turn it up. We turn it up. I like them. That's when I'm going. Can't stop. Picking it up. Loving, I'm living, so we turn it up.
Once again, at the end of the damn song is when I really started to get into it, and then the song ends. Whatever. Next track, Borderline, featuring the great Missy Elliott. If I don't like this song, there's something wrong. There's a problem. Missy Elliott, if she's in it, that means she maybe produced it and you know, obviously wrote it. Or maybe Pharrell is back, because I know those last two tracks I listened to Pharrell didn't produce. It didn't sound Pharrell-y. I'm excited. Borderline. Personality disorder.
Let's go. Baby, I just want your love. Won't you give me a bit of your time? Oh, at the borderline. Once you taste my ice cream, I bet you won't never leave. I know it's hard to believe.
Did Pharrell write this? Once you get my ice cream. Pharrell, I know you can't hide from me. You're gonna have to get down on your knees. Okay.
Are you now? I bet you won't never leave. I know it's hard to believe.
Ariana Grande been hanging out with Nicki Minaj too much. She's talking about her ice cream now.
I'm like, you got me so on a taste. Got me feeling all of my days. Wish you chew on me like fresh grapes. Not trying to cuff you up.
Won't you give me a bit?
That was actually really weak. I thought it was gonna be stronger than that. Missy's verse was really short and just, man, it's lackluster as fuck. Like, it's not memorable or nothing. God, that's really disappointing. Next track, Better Off. This sound like it might fuck with. I might fuck with it. Who produced this?
You keep up my dream just for me to fall and leave. And I'd rather just watch you smoke and drink. You're steering clear of any. Better off being a wild one. Borderline to keep it 1,000. Better off without him.
The strings. The strings.
To keep it 1,000.
Yes.
So that I'm better off not being around you.
Once again, it's at the end of the fucking song that I fuck with the most. Why? Why do you have such a strong ending and such a weak everything else? But I actually really like that song. She sounds great. She doesn't sound like herself. It sounds like she's doing her best Beyonce impression. Excellent. I think the lyrics are amazing. You know, I'd rather watch you smoke and drink. It's really good. It's really good. I don't know why she didn't do more ballads on this than the whack poppy shit. The lyrics was cool. She's talking about, you know, I'd rather your body than half of your heart. Which is really just clever. I get jealous reading comments, which is very modern in relationships. It was a really great song. She should have did more ballads. I just looked up and it was Hit Boy who produced the song. So it makes sense why I like it. That's all I gotta say. Next track is Good Night and Go. There's an Emotion Heap song called Good Night and Go. Yeah, I know I wasn't crazy. There's an Emotion Heap song called Good Night and Go. And it looks like she sampled it in this. So I expect to like this song because I love that song by Emotion Heap. Okay, there it is. There's the sample.
Tell me why oh, I have to be so cute. It's impossible to let go.
I fucking love that song.
Say goodnight and go. Just say goodnight and go. All these days, you miss your train. And come stay with me. It's always say goodnight and go.
Oh, is she actually in the song? That actually sounds like her.
Any excuse to stay awake with you and you sleep there. But then the heating may be done again. And I can baby we'd be great together. Why do you have to be so cute? It's impossible to ignore you. Bad enough we get along so well. Just say goodnight and say goodnight and
Yeah, they're doing a duet. There's Ari and Emotion. That has to be Emotion. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful duet with Ariana Grande and Emotion Heap. I love that song, so I was biased going in already. The original song by Emotion Heap, it's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's gonna be. I would listen to the Emotion Heap track like when I'm going to sleep because it's just so lovely and angelic and just euphoric. And that is just, you know, the same thing but elevated to another T. Is another additional voice on there to make it sound even more beautiful, and I just think it's great. That's an incredible track. I love that track. Two angels doing a duet. That's all I got to say. This album is all over the place for me. There's tracks that I love. There's tracks that I'll never want to hear again. There's tracks that are stellar. I mean, and that's one of them. That's the stellar track. And she used the sample very, very well. And I'm glad that she had Emotion on that track with her. Moving on. Next track is called Pete Davidson. This song is called Pete Davidson. I don't know if y'all remember, but J-Lo had a song on one of her albums. I don't remember which one it was, but it was the one where she was sitting on her knees. I just realized what I said. Anyway, she had a song on that album called Dear Ben. And on the song, she's just going off about how much she's in love with Ben Affleck, just spewing out her love for him. And then they broke up. Ariana Grande is so young and so just, but I don't know, maybe it's a good track, maybe it's a good song, maybe it's not even about him, you know, maybe it's about another Pete Davidson and she's marrying him, so maybe, you know, but J-Lo was also going to marry Ben. This is just very deja vu for me. Anyway, let's play the song. Wouldn't it be funny if the song was whack? Remember Robin Thicke had an album called Paula and it was whack. Or at least I think it was whack. I didn't listen to it, so I don't know.
Universe must have my back. Up from the sky into my lap. And I know you know that you're my soulmate and all that.
Me is nice. Harmonize is nice. Vocalize is nice. Come on, let's get to the meat. Let's get to the meat.
I'ma be happy.
That was so pointless. She's literally just vocalizing and singing, I'm gonna be happy, happy. I'm so happy, happy. You make me happy, happy. Some shit like that. It's the happy song. It's just, that was really pointless. You could have just sang that to him. Why is that on your album? Why is that on your album? I'm gonna be happy, happy. I'm gonna listen to that again because I must have missed something. There must have been some dope verse that I just didn't hear.
How they align. Universe must have my.
Fell from the sky into my lap. Are we thinking about the same P. Davidson? I mean, I don't know nothing about their relationship, but this is just so corny to me. Last and final track, Ariana Grande. I just want to thank you for making a short album. This is only 47 minutes. Thank you, girl. Good girl. Last track is Get Well Soon. Who's sick? Now I'm sad because, like, who's sick? Who needs to get well soon? Okay, I get it. She's floating because she's so happy that she's with ex-addict Pete Davidson, that she's floating and she feels sick. Okay, I get it.
And I love everybody, like you gotta take care of your body. Yeah. Ain't no time to deny it. Yeah, talking about it. Still waiting, so try to get by.
Vocals are amazing.
Ain't no time to deny it.
She's hitting every note.
Try to get by. Don't control by the what ifs. Girl, what's wrong with you? Come back down. It's not us. Try to get by. Ain't no time to deny it. We had this time, just write it. You can work.
I love that. The overlaying of voices. Beautiful.
I know that there's up and downs and it's true. Feel it. And just say you're going to feel it, yeah.
Yes, Ari. Yes.
Right on the phone.
This is spectacular. This is a great outro.
Feel it. I'm with you, just tell me I'm with you, shout it.
You remember that song Rocket from Beyonce's Beyonce album? This reminds me of that song. Obviously that song was more sexualized, but the music sounds like Rocket. This is not the only track where she reminded me of Beyonce a little bit.
Just tell me why, shout it. No, there is so much room. I'm with you, just call me.
So much soul. Yeah, this is definitely a repeated track. You don't repeat a track like this. This is repeatable, Ari. Good job. This feels good. It feels good. It also gives me a Brandy vibe too. It's weird. Yeah, fuck with that. That was great. That was dope. That was amazing. So looking back and re-listening to everything, I have 7 tracks that I really like that I will actually come back to and listen to, and 1 track that I don't think is bad. Now my 7 favorites are R.E.M., God Is a Woman, Sweetener, Successful, Better Off, Good Night and Go, and Get Well Soon. I don't think No Tears are bad, but I don't think I'm coming back to it, but I think it's an okay track. So that's 7 out of 15, which is less than half, so that's like we're looking at like not even 50% out of 100. So this, I guess that means that this album is average for me if I like half of it and not the other half, and it's sporadic. It's all over the place that I like. I like tracks 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 15. Like, what? It's better than I expected, I guess. I mean, I still don't like it as much as yours truly, but I like it better than the last 2. That says a lot. Let me know what you thought of the album Sweetener, which is very sweet, from Ariana Grande, in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces, triple dub.